Hey everybody, Bear from AstartesGaming here, back with part 23 of our Crusader Kings 2 Elder Kings mod Let's Play. So last time around I asked you guys for some advice in regards to keeping the kingdom together. For those of you who are new to the series, we have just recently united the kingdoms of Eastmarch and the Rift together under King Borvir II. Or now he's just King Borvir. When he was King of the Rift, he was King Borvir II. As you can see there, he's king of both Eastmarch and the Rift. However, he is 60 years old. And, okay, there we go. I don't know why that hung up. And his heir is Prince Sild, his first son. However, I made a new mistake last time. I was switching back and forth between my titles. If you want to see the different laws, you can just click right here. And thanks to everybody who pointed that out. So our king in Eastmarch is Prince Sild. But our king in Riften is Prince Karl, our uncle, because they have a seniority succession, whereas we have Gavelkind. And so I asked for some advice in regards to how to remedy this, and I got a bunch of answers, so thank you guys for that. So what we need to do is we either need to try to change the Rift's succession laws, which might be a little bit difficult, or we can try to change Eastmarch's laws to match Riften's, which also might be difficult. And the third option is basically to just assassinate everybody who would take precedence over Prince Sild in seniority succession. So that would mean that we'd have to kill off Prince Karl, potentially Princess Rika, depending on which way we went with it. Thane Goldir, possibly. Yeah, because he's my brother. And then I think that would be it, but that's basically two or three people that we need to assassinate. So it might be a little bit tricky. What are we doing intrigue-wise? Okay, we're still trying to kill him, and we're actually not far off from accomplishing it. The reason why I want to kill Prince Karl, and this is true whether we decide to go the assassination route or not, is he has been our nemesis for at least a couple of years now. There have been at least 2 seniority succession wars in the kingdom that had to do with him, and so he is not somebody I want ruling my kingdom. He hates us because he discovered we were trying to assassinate him, but we have hated him for longer than that. Maybe not necessarily as this character, but Queen Karita was not a fan of his at all. And so we don't want him inheriting the kingdom if we can prevent it. The other alternative that we have, and this one is going to be a little bit more difficult, is we need to create the Kingdom of Winterhold, which we don't have the coin to do yet, nor do we have the favor. Oh, we do have the favor, okay. We need 200. But if we can get 300 gold, we can create the Kingdom of Winterhold. That would potentially let us create the High Kingdom of Skyrim. If we can create the High Kingdom of Skyrim, then this would essentially become one under us, and so we could set the laws accordingly. I don't know. I think we would still have Prince Sild inherit Eastmarch and Prince Karl inherit the Rift, but at least we would retain control of both. They would be vassals underneath us. In the current state, the kingdoms would be split again, and we would no longer control one of the two. I'm not sure which one we would get control over. But yeah, either way, let's go ahead and get started here. We've got a lot of work to do. I may need to take out a loan in order to get enough gold. Let's go into our intrigue and see. Let's see. We've got prisoner decisions, huh? Oh, we can confiscate artifacts. You don't say. Huh. Wonder what kind of artifacts they have. Orcish weapon artifact. Let's see. Huh. He is upset with me and my artifact count goes up. Who else can I take it from? Him. He's got mithril armor and an orcish weapon. And then Thane Borvir has a silver weapon and an elven weapon. I'm going to take his silver weapon, his mithril armor, and I'll leave him his artifact. I unfortunately can't really do anything with these guys other than ransom them. I'd like to remove their titles. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can. Yeah, I can't, so that's unfortunate. I'll probably just ransom off as many as I can, but unfortunately they're going to remain thorns in my side. Let's see. I could banish him. I'm just going to release him. He's pretty loyal to me. So we'll do that. And then... yeah, we're going to have to ransom all of these guys. Unfortunately, they're all very angry with me. And I don't know that this is really going to help. But until we change our some of our crown laws, I don't know that there's really much else we can do. At least this way we'll get more gold toward toward making the Kingdom of Skyrim happen. Let's see just how much that gets us. Okay. Somebody gave us a bunch of minor honorary titles that we don't really care about. And I think that was more than enough, actually. Let's see here. Who is this? Lond? I don't know who we want to educate him. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Where is it? That one. Let's go ahead and do it. It's going to cost... it's going to give me 400 prestige. It's going to cost me 300 gold. Actually, the price went down by 2. That's interesting. And 200 favor. We'll go ahead and do that. So we are now the king of 3 different kingdoms. I'm sure that will create several enemies for me. However, that should give me some claim on the High Kingdom of Skyrim. Let him rot. I thought he was going to pay his ransom. Oh, he just hasn't accepted it yet. So I don't know how we would go about creating that title, to be honest. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Actually, yeah, I do recall somebody in the comments mentioning it would be in here. Minor title decisions, it probably isn't in there. Yeah. Interesting. Convene High Court. What does this do? Revolt risk goes down, okay. Well, I'm going to close that. Probably not in there. I don't think it would be in edicts. No, it's not. Create Skyrim. There it is. Oh, right at the top. How could I miss it? Okay. I need to rule for 5 years. I need a personal wealth of 350 gold. We should be able to get there fairly soon. 250 prestige, that's not a problem. 3 de jure kingdoms, we have them. So we just need to rule for 5 years, and we need to have 350 gold. I think both of those are fairly easy targets. That would cost me 350 gold, 200 favor, but make me the de jure liege of pretty much every jarldom, or at least every major jarldom. Huh. Kingdom of Skyrim. Implement agnostic cognatic. Implement elective monarchy. Receives an event. Well, I'm just going to go for it. That was our end goal anyways. To unite Skyrim into one kingdom. Who is this guy? I honestly don't remember. Caligulo. Oh, he helped us out. We'll accept. We're not actually going to do anything, but I'll accept it. And we have several factions working against us now. How long has he been in command? Or not command. How long has he reigned? Oh, we have Dwarven armor? Was that the Mithril armor we grabbed? I thought that was called Mithril, not Dwarven, though. I'm not sure how long we've reigned. I wish it would tell me. I'm sure it does somewhere, but... Huh. There's a lot of really cool, like, charts and trees in this game that I've just never really bothered with, but they show you a lot of information and they're laid out really cool. Let's keep this moving, because we are going to need to reign for 5 years, regardless of everything else, so... When I introduced my friend to Mayor Gregor, I had high hopes. I hoped they would become fast friends so we could spend time together, the three of us. The three best friends that anyone could have. Another disbanded faction, that's good. You know what, I think if we click on this title, yeah, we can see who has held it and for how long. So we've had it for about 4 years, okay. So not too long until we meet that requirement, and then the gold shouldn't be hard to do either. So I think creating the High Kingdom of... Oops, I always hit WASD. I think creating the High Kingdom of Skyrim is going to be our best bet here. It seems like it's well within reach. Obviously the assassination is taking forever. I still want to assassinate Carl regardless of everything else. Oh, autosave, that's why it's lagging. So yeah, I'd like to kill him off regardless. I don't know how this is going to affect the succession laws and the crown laws for everything underneath that title. Let's go back and read it while we wait for something to happen. Lisbeth, I don't honestly care. Are you married? You are. That's kind of crappy, but whatever. Okay, so we'll go back to intrigue. And, oh, somebody needs a... Wow, what a name. Ingokning Iron Scales. Let's see, that's Yolthor's daughter. I'll let Rika do it. Anyways, keep that moving. So, what did it say? Implement agnatic cognatic. Implement elective monarchy. So... I don't know if that means... What I'm understanding this as is we become king of Skyrim. All the kingdoms underneath us are either disbanded or turned into jarldoms or just given to somebody else. And then the kingdom of Skyrim is by default agnatic cognatic elective monarchy. That's how I'm understanding this. Let's see, my liege is most unfortunate that you happen to hold the title. Which title? Thaindom of Riften. Sorry, that's not rightfully yours. Actually, I mean, he does make a good point. He is the Jarl of the Rift, but he doesn't hold Riften. I'm not going to give it to him. I'm going to reject him diplomatically. Hopefully that pisses him off slightly less. But yeah, that's how I understand this. So, by them becoming forfeit, I don't know if that means that it's destroying those titles or if it's giving them to somebody else. Gyak Iron Scales. Honestly, he was sort of a traitor, so if you kill him, I won't resent you for it, but whatever. I'd also like to take Solstheim. have this entire thing fall under the High Kingdom of Skyrim. Oh, we got a bunch of gold. We're almost there. And then in 2 months, I think we hit 5 years. Oh, white peace. Interesting. In 2 months, we should have reigned in Eastmarch for 5 years. The Rift, he should have been king of for much longer than that. Let's actually look. Yeah, so he's been king of the Rift for like 38 years or something ridiculous. Okay. Prince Hyar of the Rift. Okay, I'm just going to close all that. Keely Ironscales is the daughter of Prince Sild. Okay. She should probably be brought up by somebody fairly good at what they do. Let's see, we could do Rigel, we could do Rangela or Rangela. I'm going to warn them. Actually, Irving is... Let's have Irving do it. Oh, but one thing I didn't consider is that he is potentially my heir's heir. Which could be bad because he's not... Well, he's not very good. It might be better off to have him get killed and then let one of my daughters potentially inherit it. Let's see, she's reckless but kind. Borvir is now known as the Pure. King Borvir the Pure, okay. Well, she's only 9. I might take over her education myself because she could potentially become queen. Especially if we kill off our grandson. Let's see, do we have any factions causing major trouble? Thing Goldear for Eastmarch, okay. Oh, I think we have enough. Yeah, I think we might be able to create it now. Granted, I'm going to be completely broke. But I think we can do it. We can. Huh, is it worth doing right now and being completely broke but ensuring that it happens? Or should I wait a bit and make some more money first? We run the risk, if he dies before it happens, we are in a lot of trouble. We basically lose the opportunity. But at the same time, if we take it and something happens, we have no money to fund an war or whatever happens. I mean, we could seek a loan if that is the case, but there's still a lot of problems that could create. I think we're going to go for it. We're going to play a little bit risky, but at the same time I feel like this is also the safer choice. Because he is 61 years old. If anything happens, we are so screwed. So let's go ahead and do it, and we'll see what happens here. So we are now the High King of Skyrim. Skyrim, the northernmost province of Tamriel, a cold and mountainous region, also known as the Old Kingdom. Merith, or the Fatherland, is united once again, first under Ysgramor and then ruled by his descendants. Skyrim is the cradle of mankind, and the new High King surely will have a reign as great as that of Vrag, Olaf, or Wolfheart. So we are the... Was that approved by the Moot? So when we zoom out, it should say Skyrim now. That's cool. Let's see. So the kingdoms are apparently gone. So let's look at our laws now. I'm going to nominate... Oh, I can nominate anybody I want. Interesting. Title revocation needs to be allowed. I need to go for that right now. Who would be a better option to nominate, I wonder? It needs to be someone of my bloodline. but somebody with a better heir than Prince Sild. If not, we can choose Prince Sild. He's not a terrible choice himself. It's his eldest son that worries me, or his only son. Let's look at... Rika's still alive. Granted, probably not for much longer, but she's actually a really good character. She's got a son who is kind of terrible. What's the alternative? You have a brother, Goldir, who isn't terrible, and he's actually got quite a few potential heirs. She looks pretty badass with that helmet and the hair flowing out. So Goldir might be a decent choice. Let's see. Jarl Svenja, not that great. Her husband is still locked up, but she won't ransom him. I'll just free him. Huh, that's a tough choice. But if we go with Thane Goldir... he's 44. I mean, at least we have more options. What's Ulfrid look like? He's not that great either. And then, if we did go with Sild and got rid of Gyak, or whatever the heck his name is, Serana would be next, who may or may not be a good character. It's a bit hard to tell. Or we could try to influence Keeley to become the heir. I mean, now that it's elective, we can choose anybody. So it could be her, it could really be anyone we want. Either way, we should probably educate her ourselves. I think that's a good idea. So we'll do that. I mean, we can wait, but I think for now I'm going to nominate him. Oh, I need to do it from this screen, okay. The real question here is, what needs to happen to allow us to change this? Oh, if I get title revocation, I could potentially pull this off if I reign for long enough and have enough people like me. I'm going to nominate Goldir for now. Let's see, there he is. And let's get the clock running. I should probably check the time fairly soon. Disbanded. A lot of people are approving stuff. It looks like Thane Goldir was a pretty popular choice. A bunch of people are approving this. That's really good. A couple of factions disbanded, even better. But yeah, he seems like a pretty popular choice, so I think he was the right one. Awesome. So now we can revoke titles from traitors and rebels. What is happening here? Oh wow, everybody is throwing their vote behind him. Somebody died, okay. Remove. No, we're not doing that. Did not inherit, okay. He approved it. He approved. Yeah, okay. Good. Good, good, good. I believe that also means we can potentially start declaring wars now. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Because now we have... Oh, yeah. Now we have a new cause for war. Let's see. Brittle Shin. I think we wanted... White Watch, yeah. What's his opinion of me? It's actually fairly high. Can we just ask him to join? He needs to be at peace. And a lower rank. He is a lower rank. We're the High King. They should have made the Kingdom of Skyrim a, like... I guess they can't. There's too many different levels of titles in the Elder Scrolls. The game doesn't really support it because obviously the Empire would be the Empire of Tamriel, which is, you know, the Empire from the game Skyrim. And so if they made the High King an Emperor, then the Emperor would, you know, be off the chart, basically. So we are just a slightly fancier king than the rest of these kings, which is a little bit troublesome. Let's see, he's a Thane. We might be able to get him to join. He will, okay. So at least we have that option going for us. He's a Jarl. We might be able to get him to join as well. Oh, wrong person. He will not, so that's fine. I would be happy to conquer you in the name of Skyrim, but it doesn't look like I can. Let's try Dawnstar first. No, I can. I don't have the money to do it yet, though. Right, I need to check the time. So I will be right back, guys. Okay, so we are back, and we are out of time. So, I mean, I think this is a decent place to stop. We managed to keep the kingdom together without having to do anything drastic that would potentially hurt us. We managed to fulfill one of our goals for the playthrough, actually, in creating, the High Kingdom of Skyrim. So, you know, we can check that off the list. We do need to continue expanding west, and I'd like to make it to, you know, here, at the very least, if not into, I don't know that I want to go any further than, like, maybe that, but we'll see. At the very least, we want to grab the, you know, like, west out to Markarth, so we'll have, like, the same territory that Skyrim has in the game. That is our main goal, and we're about halfway there. Maybe not, because this is going to take a little bit longer. Actually, it really won't. A lot of these are independent provinces that, I mean, if they want to stay independent, then we'll just declare war on them. If they want to join us, even better, it'll just go quicker. But yeah, we've got options, and that should go fairly quickly. He's going to join us. We'll see if we can get, like, Solstheim to join, but she's a queen, so probably not. Foreign culture, really? What culture are they? Oh, they're Skull, right. That makes sense. The Allmaker. Interesting. I would be very curious to see what would happen if we converted our religion to the Allmaker. That might be another playthrough, though. We'll start as, like, Solstheim and try to conquer Tamriel in the name of the Allmaker or something. I don't know. Either way, we're going to end it here. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share my videos, because I really appreciate it. It helps get the word out. And I will see you guys back here for part 24 of our Crusader Kings 2 Elder Kings mod Let's Play.